Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another daily crypto update. We're seeing something very interesting happening with the markets right now, and it's actually something much bigger that's at play. What a lot of people are suspecting is that Bitcoin is going to gain an increasing amount of dominance uh, against the rest of the market, and that a lot of altcoins may start to die off. Now, I'm not saying that all altcoins are going to, disappear or anything like that, but I do think that we are heading towards more attention for Bitcoin since it is getting institutional interest at a quick rate here, and we have potential ETF listings that may come about in the near future. So it is getting a lot of attention, and the big money is focusing on Bitcoin right now. That's the key word. So other cryptos, specifically altcoins, especially the smaller ones, are taking a bit of a hit here, right? You can see this across the board. Some are still holding up okay. Ethereum is still doing okay for now. But definitely, one of the cryptos that is the sturdiest is, of course, Bitcoin. And over the past 24 hours, it actually traded sideways, as this article mentions. Bitcoin and Ethereum actually traded around yesterday's levels, but the other top 20 coins are seeing more notable losses. And I think that this general pattern is going to be something that we're going to continue to see for quite some time. Now, couple weeks out, couple months out, what am I expecting? In the short term here, maybe the next 2-3 weeks, I think that it is likely that we're going to see a lot of altcoins fall lower, and Bitcoin may also be affected by that and end up dropping as a result. I do think that Bitcoin will be able to catch itself up better and hopefully move higher when it's ready. Now, I'll cover everything in more detail once we get into the technical analysis, so stay tuned for that. But don't forget to follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates. And also talking about the Bitcoin ETF, we actually got some bullish news, which is that the SEC commissioner said that there's no reason to not allow the Bitcoin ETF to go ahead. Now, of course, there's going to be a whole process to get these Bitcoin ETFs through, and of course, they're in the process, but it's going to take some time, right? There's been an estimate that it could be anywhere in the next 18 months. So Bitcoin could remain in focus for that period of time. Hopefully, the Bitcoin ETF comes sooner than later, and we're able to pick the whole market back up as a result. So going over the Bitcoin chart here, we can see that we are actually dipping below our middle band. What's unfortunate with that is we are likely to move lower from here, meaning that our next support level would be at around 7,200 Satoshis, and any move below that would push us down to basically our support level at $6,800, or maybe our uptrend line a little bit above that, closer to $7,000. So basically, next support level is $7,200. If we move below that, we're going to be looking at the range of $6,800 to $7,000 for a bounce after that. Now, I think that there's a slight chance that we get some kind of rebound, but to be honest, seeing how the Bollinger Bands are contracting towards the price, I think that we're going to actually trade for the next few days really in this range between 7,200 and 7,500, and then maybe fall a little bit lower, get a bounce off the uptrend line, and move higher from there. Keep in mind, this is for Bitcoin specifically. Altcoins may not be in such a good position here for a bounce. Bitcoin has these support layers already set up, but many altcoins are actually, at the edge of a much bigger drop here. So we're still okay for Bitcoin as long as we hold above $6,800 and our uptrend line. That's the bottom line for Bitcoin, and as long as we do that, we will probably, continue to at least slowly but steadily move higher. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum, which has lost quite a bit of strength as of lately. Now, a lot of selling volume indicators taking a hit here, a lot of them falling even lower. And at this point, we're in this range between $361 and $420, which leads me to think that we're going to probably consolidate in this range for quite some time. And in fact, I think that we might even end up, trading basically lower here over the next few, maybe week and a half, basically fall down to our $361 support level, and then hopefully we're able to get a bounce there. I really don't want to fall below that level. That would be very bearish. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next crypto, which is going to be Litecoin. We're going to take a look at the Coinbase chart here. And taking a look at Litecoin, we can see that We are currently trading between $70 and $81. Once again, we're likely to stay in this range for quite some time, probably going to fall a bit lower, closer to $70, and that's when we'll reach that critical level where we definitely don't want to move below that. If we see these altcoins moving below those critical levels, it's going to get ugly for the altcoin market. Let's go ahead and take a look at Nano, see what's going on. So Nano is currently experiencing some good buying volume here. Nice little bounce, actually stabilized a bit. I'm not counting on this too much. It may be able to get back up to its resistance level over here near 36,000 Satoshis at best, but I just don't think that Nano is strong enough right now to be able to make any kind of lasting recovery, right? So I do still think that Nano is going to struggle here over the next few weeks. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ripple, see what's going on. We're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart. Now, Ripple is trading still in this very tight range between 40 cents and 50 cents. That's likely going to continue. We already tested the 40-cent support level multiple times, and we have a pretty big red candlestick right now. So it is possible that in the near future we do end up moving below 40 cents. Because the more times we test the support level, the harder it's going to be to remain above it. And if we move below 40 cents, next stop is 30 cents. That will wipe out all the gains that we will have made since the big run up. So it is what it is. And we'll take it from there. But got to be careful here because those critical support levels for these altcoins are going to be very telling for what's going to happen to the altcoin market in future weeks to months. Now, taking a look at NEO, we can see that it dropped below its support level over here at $30. It's now moving closer to $26. Once it reaches that level, that it's its critical support in the shorter term. If we move below that, it's downwards towards $20. I'm pretty hopeful that we'll get a nice bounce of $20. Don't really see it moving below that anytime soon, but do have a feeling that we may test that $20 support level within, 2-3 weeks, maybe a little bit longer than that, but relatively soon. I think $20 is at play here, unfortunately, for NEO, and that's nothing against NEO. It's just the general altcoin market right now, and the bigger things that at play, especially the institutions and the Bitcoin ETF here. Now let's take a look at EOS. EOS has been kind of up and down. Right now we are stabilizing at our 9,300 Satoshi support level, but this is the last straw here. A drop below this level would push us down to 7,000 Satoshis, and to be honest, unless we're really able to remain above 9,300 Satoshis, which just seems somewhat unlikely, at best we'll consolidate a bit between 9,300 and 10,000 Satoshis. But otherwise, I think we could be ready for a drop lower here. We'll see. Only time will tell. But 9,300 Satoshis is the level that we want to try to stay above. Let's take a look at Stellar Lumens and see what's going on. So we're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart here. The Binance chart, where I have all my previous lines drawn out. So taking a look at Stellar Lumens, we can see that not really able to get back above this uptrend line, which isn't surprising, despite the fact that it's one of the stronger acting altcoins, and I do think it's going to be able to weather any storm better than most altcoins. The one thing that I like right now with Stellar is its Bollinger Bands are actually towards its support and resistance levels, which could lead to some consolidation between 3,500 and 4,000 Satoshis, which is pretty good considering the altcoin market right now. Consolidation is actually, pretty decent here, considering that a lot of altcoins are dropping. So if it's able to continue that, that's a good sign. But of course, there's a possibility that we'll move below 3,500 Satoshis. At that point, we'll be looking at some consolidation between 3,000 and 3,500 Satoshis. Let's go ahead and take a look at Cardano now, see what's going on. So we're going to take a look at the Bittrex chart. Cardano is currently moving significantly lower now, pretty much lost any of its recent support levels. And our next big support level is all the way down to 1,254 Satoshis. That will quite literally wipe out the majority of the gains that we had over the past few months. And I do think that we will be reaching this level at this point sooner rather than later, unfortunately. We just dropped below the 30 line on the RSI. No real bullish signs here as far as the price action is concerned or the indicators for Cardano. I think we're heading lower. Let's go ahead and take a look at IOTA now, see what's going on. So we're going to take a look at IOTA. And currently IOTA is dropping below 90 cents. Not a good sign. Once again, this is due to this altcoin market that is experiencing significant weakness here. A lot of people exiting the altcoin market, maybe going into Bitcoin or cash for right now. And we have some support at 60 cents, 50 cents, Any move below those levels would push us down to 33 cents, which is quite literally, back to where we were pre the big run up. So definitely a possibility that we reach that level. For now, I'm looking at 60 cents and then 50 cents. Overall, altcoin market not looking good. Bitcoin may be able to survive and even thrive potentially over the next few months, but a bit of shakiness right now throughout the board. We'll have to keep updated, and I'll make sure to do so. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.